Good afternoon. It is time to get started. I am DanBearPig82, and it is Saturday in Space. We're going to play some Kerbal Space Program. And before we get started, I will probably be doing some microphone muting during the first part of the stream in order to eat some food. My wife and my stepdaughter went to run some errands, and they went a little bit long, which is fine, but that means lunch is coming home a little bit late, and that is okay. We're going to roll with it. And yeah, let's take down the starting soon screen here, and let's get back into our Kerbal save game. But yeah, they'll be here any minute with the food, but yeah, it's all right. Yep, let's load up our same save. Last time, we ended with some Kraken attacks. We had our new Pork 5 rescue vehicle and our station explode at different times, and we were using the quick save system to avoid that, because we've been there, we've done that. We had the station explode due to a Kraken attack, which is just bugs in the game. the physics being calculated poorly. And we had fun with that once, but we don't want to keep doing that. And they're going to get more likely as we go along, because that's the way this game is. Hopefully, there will be less of that in Kerbal Space Program 2 when that comes out next year. So yeah, we were trying to do what is it called? EVA construction. That's the word I'm looking for. Some EVA construction, and the way the physics changes between going in and out of that mode was causing issues, and everything was wobbling apart. It took me several more attempts with quick saves after that stream to get things to work properly, and I had to very carefully separate vehicles so that they weren't in physics range of each other, and all sorts of things. There were multiple explosions, but everything is okay. And yeah, let's first take a look at our alarms and see what we have coming up. In 9 days, we have an ELU transfer window, and I believe we're actually, we've had enough time between launches that we can do a launch, but we're going to wait, and our next launch is going to be this ELU launch. And I think partly because it will be effective for ELU, and partly because we didn't get to watch a real-life huge rocket go off today with the SLS being delayed again. Let's design something huge and launch something huge to ELU. See if we can get there fast. I bet we can beat our other missions that are already in progress to ELU. But yeah, and then we very well might make it to our Dres encounter today. And we'll see about if we get to this Moho scanner maneuver here. But yeah, we've got some things coming up. We have various rescues in progress, but no way to bring them home unless we launch something new. Or how about this? Forever ago, before our current space station even launched, we put some of the escape pods, the DERP modules, deployable emergency return pods, into orbit, and they didn't make it to the station. In fact, they were destined for our previous station, Station 1, but they didn't make it because they ran out of electrical charge. What if we go pick those up? They're still in orbit. There's even fuel on that thing. So yeah, what if we go pick those up and bring them home? And that will help us do some more rescues. And in fact, we have more rescues in progress. Oh, what have we got for contracts in progress? Still haven't built this new service outpost on the moon. Let's see. Kerman Melville is one that I think it was Satan that redeemed that one last stream. Miss Piggy Kerman was redeemed by Elric last stream. So those are new ones. We need to pick those guys up. Kerman San Diego, we picked them up and need to bring them home. Same with Kerman the Frog, I think. And Princess Kerman, that's my wife's redeem. And yes, and we have not done Google and Google Scrap, or the Warden and the Warden Scrap. Did we get Google Scrap? Let's go double check. We might have picked up Google and Google Scrap, and I think it might have been that. Which one was it? Contract complete. It was Twig King. That's whom we picked up. And yes, I finished that. I put the heat shield on. I put the parachute on, and we recovered Twig King just fine. If Twiglet makes it here, I'll show him this, and so we'll keep that. We won't delete that notification yet. So let's go and take a look at our personnel orbital rescue craft, Pork 5 in fact, and let's hope nothing explodes. And yeah, the one other thing that is definite on our itinerary today. Oh, this is Pork 4 debris. Yeah. This is from the one that exploded due to a Kraken attack on Minmus. So yeah, there's that. Oh, I think we are actually docked to the station. So we need to go to the station. And yeah, that's in a real high orbit. In fact, I'm surprised. Oh yeah, it's escaped Kerbin. It's on high orbit of the sun. Yeah, those things exploded really fast. Let's focus the view on Kerbin. Zoom in. And where is our station? It is right here. Let's switch to Arcadia Station. But yeah, we are going to do some stunt driving. This was months ago. We had a Kerbal rescue redeem from our friend King Kong. Yeah, there's Pork 5, Dr. Arcadia Station. And we decided that this would be a stunt driver, and I developed a race car for it. Tested it and everything, but we haven't been able to do it because I've been hoping that King Kong could be here in the stream, but it's very difficult for him to make it because he lives in Malaysia, and I believe it is 4 a.m. there. So that is tricky. So I talked with King Kong, and we decided that the best course of action. He's had a notification that I will be doing this today, so that he has a chance to come by, but he probably won't make it. And we're going to do it either way by the end of the stream, and I will send him the clip. Might even make a little YouTube video of it because it's going to be fun. whether it works or there's a tragedy, it's going to be fun. So yeah, that will be a thing later. But yeah, who have we got? Philip Brewer is aboard. Dan Bear Derp is our co-pilot. Philip Brewer is a pilot, but he's been cycled off duty. Oh, look at that. We got Golden Hour from Sunrise. That's always pretty. There we go. But yeah, that's a much better view. In fact, let's get a screenshot of this because that is just so pretty. There we go. Glamour shot of the space station. And yeah, I also deorbited a couple of empty fuel tanks, so we do need to do a refuel mission at some point in the not-too-distant future. Probably not today, but it's a possibility. But yeah, Dan Bear Derp is a co-pilot. Raider is our... he was our pilot for a while, but he is off-duty right now. And Bowsy Kerman is our current pilot on duty. Kerman the Frog needs to be brought home. Optimus Prime Kerman is our engineer on duty. Kerman San Diego needs to be sent home. Tizon is a co-pilot. Alpin is an engineer that is also on duty. Eric is a pilot who is off duty but chilling on the space station. Yeah, there's Bowsy Kerman, our current pilot. Ooh, she lost her. We had an issue. We had to rescue her, but she lost her experience points when that happened. So interesting. Yeah, and there's Princess Kerman, a scientist who needs to be brought home, and Munchie is also an engineer who is off duty right now. She was on duty for a long time. Or he, rather. Nia, my friend, redeemed Munchie, but that is her, named for her pet bearded dragon. And Pete Venkman redeeming first. Welcome, Pete. Okay, so, first order of business, we need a way to bring these 3 Kerbals home, and there happen to be 3 of the DERP modules, the deployable emergency return pods, that have been stuck in orbit for like a couple of in-game years, for longer than we've had this space station. So what we need to do is double check that the space forklift is fully fueled. It looks like it is. Yep, monopropellant too. And let's go ahead and undock. Boop. And switch to that vehicle. Let's back off from the station. And I believe because the return pods, the main part is a lander can, they are by default classified by the game as landers. So if we go here to landers, yes, escape pods mark 2.1. We hadn't even named them when I launched these. So that's our target. Let's take a look, see where they are right there. So they're in a pretty easy to reach orbit. Let's see. Yeah, their altitude is 175 kilometers, more or less. So we need to go up a little bit. And before I do anything else, I'm going to take a real quick hydrate because I apparently need it. Scrambling to get ready. I was not properly hydrated when I started. Whoops. Got an ice cube. I'm going to chew on it. There we go. Delicious, refreshing water. Okay. So, where is our closest approach? We are here, and we need to catch up to it. So, we're probably going to be waiting a few orbits to do this. Let's add a maneuver. And let's raise our apoapsis just a bit, see if we can get it to show us an approach. There we go. Intersect right there. And let's see, since we're in a lower orbit, our orbital period is less, which means that we will be going around faster and we'll slowly be catching up to it. So let's add some orbits. Come on, let me zoom out, please. No? Okay. That's fine. Let's also pin that. There we go. And that's already pretty good. There we go. All right, if we wait just 2 orbits, we will have a good opportunity here. All right, let's... Will you really not let me get out of this? Oh, I swear, this game. This game and its ridiculous user interface. But let's see. Oh, I think I have food. Hold on. Hello. You guys get all the stuff you needed?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Well, not lamps.
Oh, okay. Rip. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right. Yep. I'll be muting the mic from time to time so that I can eat the food. Don't worry about it. We will make sure that is while we're doing things like burns. All right. Let's do this and also take an orbit off. Get a partial orbit here. Look at intersect 1. That is very close. All right, 15.1 kilometers. Hey, now I can zoom. What gives, game? What gives? All right, 14.2. What's our relative inclination to our target? Just 1 degree, so that's not bad at all. Let's see what happens if we play with the radial component here. Looks like radial in will get us a little bit closer, but not a ton. So let's play just a bit more, come on, with these. A little bit more prograde vector. A little bit more radial in. It looks like tweaking these 2 handles just a little bit will get us our closest approach. Whoop. .5. Yeah, this will do it. Six kilometers. That's pretty good. I bet we can get even closer. .5, 3.7. 2.5. All right, let's not play with it any more than that. That's only 27 meters per second burn, and that's coming up in 1 hour. So let's go ahead and do some time warp. And while we time warp, I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic and eat some of these delicious waffle fries from Chick-fil-A that I bet you wish you had. Let's. They're so good. Yes, Pete Venkman, eating waffle fries while my Kerbals need to be rescued. But, I mean, in my defense, we're multitasking. And it looked like they got our order wrong a little bit too, so they got my part right, but it's close enough. Everyone will be happy. Everyone will enjoy their food. Rip. Okay, we're coming up in 5.5 minutes to our burn. It's a 1 second burn at full thrust, so we're definitely not going to do this at full thrust. So let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. Let's do some manual time warp here. All right, and let's face this right here. That is our maneuver marker. And yeah, since we're driving the space forklift, this is super responsive. And it occurs to me, I hope that we can actually dock to the thing. This will be interesting. I think we can. Ken Mattingly would be so disappointed. Yeah, well, you know. Okay. Coming up on the burn in 1 minute. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mute and munch while we perform this. There we go. That was really good. We have a separation at approach of 3.3 kilometers. Let's use our maneuvering thrusters and see if we can tweak that. Can. But not that much. Okay. That is okay. There are the escape pods we're looking for. And here is our space forklift. So let's get out of map view. And yeah, they're only 90 kilometers away, so that is pretty great. Let's switch to target mode and point retrograde. Yeah, we got to stay, you know, we got to keep our energy up while we're doing these important things. So eating is fine. All right, let's time warp a little bit and watch it come close. All right, we are 80 kilometers away. Excuse me. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but I had quite the little half burp, half hiccup. You know, just being rude on stream. It's my stream, I can do it. All right, 60 kilometers away. 50, and it's going to curve around relative to us from our perspective. So every path through space is curved. 40. And 30 kilometers. Let's see if we can do any sort of correction from here. So we're going to use the maneuvering thrusters for just gentle nudges. And let's see what happens here. That does not get us any closer, but this way does. Let's keep an eye on our fuel. We don't want to use all of our monopropellant. I know we use it very slowly, and this is a very lightweight craft, so that helps a ton. Make sure we are controlling from here. I think we are. Yep. Oh, now it is no longer fixing that. Okay. Let's get closer and see where this is drifting on our nav ball. Cat that wants to come in here probably eat my chicken. No, no, cat, this is my chicken. I eat this chicken. Okay, it's drifting that way. We'll probably make another correction when we're within about 10 kilometers, and we'll see pretty clearly where that's going to take us right now. Yeah, here we go. Let's put ourselves on this side of the retrograde marker relative to the anti-target marker. And let's apply gentle... Let's use our maneuvering thrusters again and make sure... Yep, that's the right direction, so let's apply gentle thrust. Alright, 2.5 kilometers. I'm watching the separation at approach drop. 2 kilometers. This is also slowing us down relative to the target, which is good. Alright, 1.8 kilometers. Let's just point retrograde now. Time warp a little. We can see this is drifting that way. So let's orient ourselves here then. Alright, 1.5 kilometers. 500 meters. Alright, 272 meters. That's really good. Let's get close. Point retrograde, and we're only going a relative velocity of 15 meters per second, so that makes this pretty easy. And I'm going to mute again and approach while I munch. Mute and munch. That's the thing. All right, those were some delicious waffle fries. I bet you wish you had some. Okay, 11.4 meters per second. Let's go ahead and come to a full stop. Just gently applying the thrusters. There we go. All right, and check this out. So our target is the escape pods. Let's switch to those. Here's the ship right here. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. We don't have... Yeah, we don't have a grabber. Should have grabbed a grabber, but that's okay. We can at least grab one of these, so we'll see. Maybe we can just push it. But yeah, look at the target. Selected target is Station 1, which has landed on Kerbin because we tried to deorbit it and we failed. It soft landed. P. Vegman says, I bet your Kerbal's lost in space. Wish they had anything. I know, like snacks, right? Yeah, but I'll have eaten all the snacks by the time I rescue them. But, so, let's see. What can we do with these? They've got... Yeah, there's no electricity. This is the issue. There's fuel here, but there's no electricity. I don't know that I can get docked to this either, so... Might be just grabbing, bet we could grab 2. If I deploy this one, then we can dock to this and grab both of these. So let's do that. Oh, we can't. Because there's no electric charge. Okay, well that is very problematical. Let's see. Let's go back to this. And let's get clever. We are probably going to need to go grab the little clampatron, not the clampatron, the claw, the grabber. But let's move over to this target. And let's just see if we can give it a little push. This probably won't work, so we're probably going to be grabbing more equipment. If so, I'm going to count this as a derp. Alright. Alright, approaching at 1 meter per second. Let's time warp a little bit and get close. And slow down. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. If I can't even give it the signal to deploy one of these things, then I can't bring any of them home in any sort of reasonable manner. Alright, it should be getting in range of our lights so that you can actually see what's happening on stream. There we go. Slow down. And let's choose Arcadia Station as our target. Yeah. In fact, let's go back to Arcadia Station. We have derped this. Let's do this. Nothing like a good derp to start the stream, right? So we need to go back to Arcadia Station. And we need to grab the claw grabber. So if we are to let's just lower our periapsis. Let's see, orbit. Let's make sure we don't crash into this thing. Let's point retrograde to orbit. Okay, good. We have just enough clearance to miss that. So let's do a 150 kilometer periapsis. Just like that. And then if we go to right here and we change our orbit, we can get a fast but not efficient approach to our station. That's what we're going to go for. We need to make up some time here. Maybe if I wasn't eating snacks, right? While trying to think about this. Okay, we need to point prograde now to orbit. Let's pin that. Let's pin that. And let's burn forwards. Alright, and that's going to come all the way around. Good thing we have the Delta V for this. I mean, probably. We do. We definitely do. Alright. That's pretty good. And at the ascending node, we're going to want to change our inclination. So let's warp around to here. That'll take us 1 hour and 5 minutes. Well, it'll take us a few seconds, but in game it's 1 hour and 5 minutes. And now we want to point south. That is anti-normal because we have the ascending node. Alright, and just a gentle burn. And yeah, that is closing our separation at closest approach as well. Awesome. 9.1 kilometers. That is not bad at all. Let's see if I do. Point retrograde. Can we get this even better? Yes. 9 kilometers. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2 kilometers. 1 kilometer. Ooh, 365 meters. Nice. Okay, here we go. We have a good approach coming up. Our relative speed will be 285 meters per second, which is problematical. We're barely going to make this, and we're going to need to use monopropellant to do it. So, all right, this will be okay. This will be all right. Let's see, there's our kitty station right there, and I'm gonna mute again and have some chicken strips. Chicken strips and sriracha sauce. All right, we're 30 kilometers away from the station, so let's go ahead and time warp a little bit. And we're going to want to start our deceleration burn a little bit early because we have a lot of velocity to bleed off. More than I'm really comfortable with, but we'll make this work. Maybe we'll make this work. Uh-oh. Interesting. If I turn on fine control, I get full thrust out of these. If I turn off fine control, I don't. That's a little bit backwards from what I was expecting. Huh. Very strange. But hey, I think we're actually going to make it. Yeah, we are okay. All right, we're down to 6 meters per second relative velocity. We're okay. Guys, we're all right. All right, let's use this camera. And let's look at the station. Whoa, the sun is right there. Of course it is. And let's go ahead and get closer. And we're definitely going to need a refuel, as well as picking up the grabber. Alright, and while we do this, I'm going to eat another chicken strip. So yeah, thanks for the patience with the mute. Alright, and let's actually, since we're already lined up, let's just dock on the bottom of this fuel tank here. And there's the grabber that we need right there. Oh, of course. I never derp. Don't you dare suggest that I derp. Here we go. And a nice gentle docking, minimal bouncing. There we go. All right, so let's bring up the fuel balancer. And what is this? We have a little bit of an imbalance now because we've been using more liquid fuel than oxidizer due to our nuclear engines. So what we want to do, instead of pumping out, we want to just directly pump in to here. So this is the FLT200 fuel tank. Let's find it in the list. Right there, empty, of course. And let's pump in. And there we go. And oxidizer as well. In. Fantastic. And let's also do the RCS. This we can just point or pump out like normal. So here we go. Pump out. There's a tiny bit left in this one, and then we have this one full. And then so soon we're going to need to bring more monopropellant up to the station as well. But we're fine for now. All right. Before we forget, undock. And there it goes. And now, undock. Let's pull away. Let's set this as our target. Control from here and use this camera. And there it is right there. Look at that view, though. This is so cool. I love the docking port camera so much. And yes, I'm going to say it every time I use it. All right. Just a quick tap on the engines there. And yeah, the caps lock for fine-tune control is backwards right now. Interesting. Why doesn't that say... Oh, I have another fuel tank on here that I should have... I have 2 more fuel tanks that I should have loaded, but that's alright. We're not going to worry about it. We have... Do we have enough build? We have more fuel when we get there. That's what we have. Hopefully I can cross-feed through the claw. The advanced grabbing unit. We will sure find out. We're doing experiments today. That's what we're doing. All right, another chicken strip time. Alright, we are nearly lined up. Slow down just a bit. And a bit more. And the magnets should engage any moment. Here they go. Whoa, yeah. Two lightweight things approaching each other. So yeah, the magnets really did the trick. All right, let's take two. I mean, take one, number two. The second take one. All right. And let's do an efficient approach because of our limited delta V. Let's see. There are the landers there. Or the escape pods, rather. So let's see. If we do a maneuver here. And we need to let that catch up to us this time. Alright, so if we go later. Let's add an orbit. This interface, come on, man. Yeah, we're going to need to add a couple more orbits. Let's add several more orbits. Wow, look at that, though. Okay, we can do a really efficient approach from here. Eight-kilometer separation. Yeah, this looks familiar, doesn't it? 5 kilometers. Three kilometers. 2 kilometers. Here we go. Alright, I see there's some chat. I'm going to catch up with it in just a moment. Okay, within 1 kilometer. Alright, that will be good. And it's, again, a 27 meter per second burn. It's basically the same burn. And Satan says, "Hey Dan, I'm running errands, but I'll come stop back in a few." Hey, no worries, Satan. Good to see you here. I hope your errands go well. Okay, and that is in 1 day and 5 hours. So, let's go ahead and do some time warping then, huh? And I'm gonna mute and munch a bit more while we do so. Alright, we're 3 hours away from the burn. Little lag spike there. Another one. 2 hours away. Are we going in and out of range of something? I think we are, yeah. Of the station. So that's why the lag spikes. That makes sense. Yeah, we're just slowly drifting away, but we're drifting in and out of physics range of it as well. According to, from the perspective of the station, we're going in little circles. Each one slightly farther away than the last. 1 hour away, that's 2 orbits. Look at that, we're getting closer again, closer together. And now we're drifting apart again. This is actually kind of fascinating. All right. One more orbit. We're 30 minutes away from our burn. Minutes and coming back towards the station again. Now drifting away from the station, and we're 6 minutes from the burn. 5, 4, 3. All right. Let's point towards the maneuver marker. Just like that. A little bit more time warp. Just gently apply that. We don't want to pass this maneuver. 30 seconds away. All right, and let's do gentle thrust. There we go. Perfect. All right, our separation and approach is 3/4 of a kilometer. And Pete Bangman says, I feel like we were watching a vinyl record spin up close. Kind of, yeah. I actually had a weird dream last night that at the end of it, which is the only part I remember, I was explaining modern technology to someone. I don't know to whom. And the modern technology I was explaining, laser discs. Except that I was pulling them out of the sleeves like they were records. So, I don't know. Yeah, that was a thing. All right, there are the escape pods. Let's, we are 50 kilometers away from them. Look at target. Right up there. And there's the station right there. So let's go ahead and time warp a bit and get closer. $40 kilometers. We'll start showing the distance here when we're in range of 30 kilometers. There it is. All right, and we're already in target mode. Good. 20 kilometers. And our relative speed is dropping. That's also good. In fact, let's speed up the time warp a bit. Just for a second. All right, 6 kilometers. All right, let's point retrograde to the target. And be ready to slow down. Let's also tighten up our approach. 600 meters, 500 meters, 400 meters, 200 meters, 100 meters. Look, 100.0 meters. That's perfect. All right. There we go. Time warp again. All right, we're going to come up next to the thing and apply thrust to slow down to a stop. Perfect. All right, now we're going to do a trick here with the camera. Pete Bangman says, I really need to get better at docking. That's always something to improve on. I need to get better at my rendezvouses, get a little bit more efficient. All right, let's arm this and make sure we are controlling from there. And let's switch the camera to here. And by default, the camera focuses on the center of gravity of this thing. So if we zoom in, right here. That's very convenient because we can grab it right there. So if we grab it right in the middle of this fuel tank, we will be pretty much on the center of gravity, which will make it very easy to maneuver, or relatively easy anyway. Okay, so let's do that. And we can't really use this docking port camera because it's got something attached to it, so we're going to instead lock the camera. Penguin says, well, Rendezvous too. I need to be better at those. Those are the hard part, in my opinion. Alright. Let's point towards the target. Where is that target? There we go. It's anti-target. There it is. Whoa! Slow down. There we go. Alright. And maneuvering thrusters on, and let's close this gap. 1 meter per second, that's pretty good. Alright, we're 50 meters away. 30. Alright, gonna slow down. And adjust. Alright, now let's bring the camera right here. It's going to bring us right here, but we want to be there. So let's adjust our attitude. And let's let it drift a little bit to the left, a little bit down on this vehicle. See our shadow, that's kind of cool. In fact, our shadow is almost dead on. That's very helpful, in fact. Alright. Look at this approach. This is also going to be cleaning up space junk, so this is good for us all around. We grabbed it. Okay. And it looks like we grabbed it dead on, because our center of gravity combined is right there. That's perfect. It's right down the center of thrust. Our thrust torque, 170. Oh, let's turn this engine off. There we go. That's a whole lot better. And can we transfer fuel? It looks like... no? But, I think we can actually deploy these if we wanted to. Yes, that means we do have control, and look, the lights are all on. Okay, that's good. This is successful so far. Very good. Now what we need to do is choose Arcadia Station as our target. And we're probably going to want to do this efficiently as well. Yeah, we're 7 days away from our Ely transfer. We need to keep an eye on that. And, you know, shockingly, this has taken longer than intended because of the derp. Who's shocked that this took longer? I'm not. All right. Intersects. There we go. And then we lose them. Okay, so let's do another orbit. Wow. Okay, but if we wait another 2 days, it does run the clock forward, which we do want, and we get a very efficient return. So let's do that. All right, are you gonna let me zoom? game? Are you gonna? No, no, no zoom again. That's okay. We'll make do. Just pin these like that. And Pete Bankman says, cleaning up space junk to help space turtles not get caught in things like plastic space soda circles. Cleaning up space junk is tight. All right. All right, 20.3, 35.2. It's probably going to be this one here. All right, that's bringing it down. That's bringing it down. Although that one's closer now, so let's keep an eye on that. Is it our inclination? It's only 1 degree of inclination, so... yeah, that's not improving that. So let's keep looking at this. 21, 20 kilometers. Okay. And radial out. Right, that brings us less than 10 kilometers away. Less than 8. Less than 7. Ooh, we're getting really close. Okay, just under 3 kilometers. I think we're going to go for that. And it's a 75 meter per second burn. We have maybe that much. It's hard to tell. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, that's fine. We want to look at. Oh, and we have more monopropellant now too. That's great. But let's turn that off because I think we have lots of reaction wheels now. Because we have more on these as well. So let's point towards this. It's a 7-second burn at full thrust. I hope that's calculating it properly, because it should be just these. Alright, and can I also... It's not giving me the option to aim down center of mass, but I think we'll be okay. Make sure we're controlling from here. Okay, good, we are. And yeah, that's 2 days away, this maneuver, so let's time warp. And I'm gonna continue to very rudely eat while we time warp to this maneuver. We're coming up on the maneuver. 7 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, 1 minute. And yeah, we are still facing the maneuver marker, so that is perfect. Let's time warp just a little bit more. It's a 7-second burn at full thrust, according to this. So let's do it at half thrust at 7 seconds to the node, right there. And that does look like it is correct. Okay, cool. And is it burning fuel from here? It is not. Okay, so we might have to do a fuel transfer manually later if we run out of fuel here, which we might. Look how fast we're using up that fuel. Okay, just a gentle thrust for the end for the sake of precision. There we go. And let's see, our separation at approach will be 9.5 kilometers. That's not bad at all. We're going to get there in 32 minutes. Hey, Kaylee, thank you for the host. And welcome. All right, let's warp to here. What's our relative speed going to be? 73 meters per second? Okay, I think we can do that. And Kaylee is first, but not really. That's right, Pete Venkman was actual first. Wow. Okay. We are cleaning up some space junk. These 3 deployable emergency return pods, DERPs, have been in orbit for at least an in-game year, probably 2. This mission ran out of fuel, so we are now picking it up so that we can return some of our rescued Kerbals home. And then we're going to design and launch something to Elu. Okay, this says, I'm trying that transparent flower embroidery now. Oh, very cool. That's a cool thing to do while hanging out. Looks better than I expected. Oh, nice. Good when first tries work out better than expected. Alright, we're 24 kilometers away from the station. There it is above us. And yeah, it's dark, of course. Always is. Oh, second try. What I did last night didn't work. Well, you know, at least you learned what wasn't working, right? Okay. Let's do some fuel transfer. All of these. There we go. There we go. That's better. Yes, I learned what not to do. So did we. We first brought this space forklift to these stranded escape pods, these return pods, and found we had nowhere we could dock. So we needed to go back and pick up the claw. So this is attempt number 2 as well. All right, let's see if we can tighten up our approach. Yeah, that looks like it will. All right, our separation at approach is now under 9 kilometers. 8 kilometers. 7. 6. All right, and that's about all we're gonna get from that burn. Let's see. Now we can readjust to here, I think. Nope, that's not gonna do it. So we need to get closer and see where this thing is drifting. And Kenny says, I messed something up in my back, so I decided not to play UHC. Oh no, I hope you are all right. My back has been pretty sore also. Because I'm too tall for furniture. Okay, this is drifting that way. So it looks like we need to be over here. Yeah, and that is pushing it closer. 5 kilometers. 4. 3. Alright, that's pretty good. And we have a very low relative velocity too. Welcome to your 40s, says Kaylee, where leaning over to pick something up kills your back at random moments. I know, I'm ancient now. Anyone in their 40s or older is ancient, and I'm now that, so just so old. Unbelievably old. Right, 6 kilometers away. Alright, let's do another correction. One kilometer. Alright, 500 meters. That's pretty good. Let's do that. It says, you keep trying to make this about me. What? No, 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 no. I'm old. Me, Dan Bear Pig. I am 40 years old now. That puts me in my 40s, which is a decade where ancientness starts. It's well known and documented by science. Right, 3 kilometers away. Let's slow down for when we get 2¼ kilometers away. It's going to load the whole thing into the physics engine. Yep, you're mostly dead, says Kaylee. Yeah, basically. Super dead. Not gonna survive this whole aging thing. It'll be the end of me. Alright, we're 1 kilometer away. And these now have full electric charge, so we can now properly dock these to the station. Come to a relative stop. There we go. And now let's lock the camera. Pete Beckman says there's a difference between dead and mostly dead. See, mostly dead means they're still partly alive. That's right. I'm still partly alive. I'm only mostly dead. Perfect. All right, let's close this distance just a bit. There we go. And it's going to make its little curved path. Well, not that curved because we're not going to get dead center on this. And now we are, though. And I've got all these extra thrusters to help out. This is nice. Alright, let's slow down and let's get on the underside of the station so that we have good access to these docking ports that we're going to use for the derp modules. He says, go through his pockets and look for loose change. Hey, you know who's almost ancient? Pete Venkman. His birthday is tomorrow, but he's 2 years younger than me, so not ancient yet. All right, we are at a relative stop. Let's call that pretty good, and let's start undocking these things. 1, 2. And 3. There we go. Look at that. Happy birthday, Pete. Yes. Alright, and we want to control from here and use this camera and make Arcadia Station our target. right there. Okay. Let's target this docking port right there. Turn on our maneuvering thrusters, which are our only thrusters on this thing. Mostly dead. Yes. Katie says, enjoy it while it lasts. Your mid-30s are the best part of your life. Yeah, then you're ancient. After that, it's pure ancientness from then on. Alright, let's forget that this took, you know, an hour and 15 minutes. Let's pretend I didn't derp and have to go after these things twice, because that's much better. I'm in the late 30s, says Pete. Kaylee says, well, then it starts turning into, what am I still able to do then? Play Minecraft, obviously. I'll play Minecraft into my late 100s, obviously. There we go. Alright, next. It's calling it Space Forklift 2 Lander? That's hilarious. Alright. Control from here and activate camera. Arcadia Station is our target. There's the station. Let's choose this docking port as our target. Thrusters on. And here we go. It's good to actually use these. These have been just floating uselessly in orbit for a very long time. I should have looked at the timer. I might be able to catch that in the VOD. I'm curious exactly how long ago was this launched. Because it was months ago in IRL. A while, yes. I wasn't ancient yet when these were launched. I'm ancient now because I'm in my 40s, and anything above 40 is ancient. But I wasn't ancient when these were launched. That makes these ancient. That's just science. I want to see you play No Man's Sky. Maybe. I am interested in that one. I already have so many games in my library that I have never played. I need to do some of those first, but I wouldn't rule it out. Alright, control from here and activate camera. Arcadia Station is the target. Oh look, we're already looking at it. Let's choose that docking port as our target. Thrusters on, and here we go. Do I have it? I do not have it. But, I think it was last year, or was it 2 years ago, Pete, that you got me Hard Space Shipbreaker, and I haven't played it yet, and I really want to. And this year for my birthday, he got me Event Zero, which is kind of similar. You're stuck on a dying space station, and it's exploding around you, basically. And I want to play that too. So those are... I would play those before I played No Man's Sky. Also, I own Star Citizen, but have never played it. I bought that one early on when it was in Kickstarter phase, and have been kind of loosely following the development, hoping that turns out really nice. Sounds about right, says Pete. Yeah, it does. Sounds about on par for me. I remember I bought Grand Theft Auto 5 when it first came out, but it wasn't available on Mac, and also it exceeded my hardware capabilities at the time. because my MacBook Pro was starting to show its age. So it was like 4 years before I actually had a PC that could play it. And that was worth the wait, though. Love that franchise. All right, here we go. All 3 are docked. Look at that. We have derp modules, and we're about to get rid of them. Okay, so let's do this. Who we got aboard? We've got Princess Kerman and... okay, Bowsy and Munchie are here. We need to transfer Princess Kerman to this derp module. Yay! Alright, and who else is aboard? No one's in that room. No one's in that room. Okay, they must be already aboard here. There's Eric. We've got Optimus Prime and Kerman San Diego. Kerman San Diego needs to come home. It says, who is Princess named after? I wonder. Yep, that was redeemed by my wife. Let's see, so transfer crew. Kerman San Diego, redeemed by our friend Satan. And there we go. And we have one more that we can bring home. And where are they? Tizan, Alpin, Philip, Kerman the Frog. There is our Kerbal. Alright, so transfer crew, Kerman the Frog, to this final one. It's Satine, actually. Nope. Not spelled that way. Not Satin or Satine. Satan. Good friend of ours. Alright, so let's do this. Here is... who's on here? Kerman the Frog. Let's bring Kerman the Frog home. There we go. Nope. There we go. There's the right docking port. Undock. Okay. We need to get some clearance from the station. Bo! Hey there! Redeeming first, but not really. Welcome to the stream. I just enjoy that line from Wreck-It Ralph, says Kaylee. I don't remember that one. I need to watch that again. Both of those movies are quite good. I did not expect to enjoy them as much as I did. We have the fuel. We can get distance more quickly. We also... okay, so Kerman the Frog is a scientist, not a pilot, so I need to point manually, and that way is retrograde. So if we thrust that way, we're going to crash right into the station. So we need more clearance here. Okay, this is set at the beginning. In the beginning part where they're at the in the Batanon, Ralph goes, "Thanks, Satan," and he goes, "It's Satine, actually." Nice. I had totally forgotten that. All right, good thing we have our emergency lights blinking, otherwise there'd be nothing for you guys to see. All right, now thrusters on and full thrust. And our periapsis is dropping just like we want it to. Let's look at the planet. There we go. Goodbye, Arcadia Station. And let's speed up time a little bit because these are very low thrust. All right, our periapsis, we need to get it below 70 kilometers to enter the atmosphere, and we're aiming for about 35 kilometers. That's been working very well for us. That'll do. 34 kilometers, perfect. And let's do on rails time warp until we're in the atmosphere. And I think we're going to get a sunrise here. There it is. Beautiful. So yeah, we're going to come down. We might make it to the Terminator here. We'll see. All right. Let's point roughly retrograde and then turn off our stability assist because aerodynamics will keep this thing steady. There we go. All right, let's speed this up until we get our re-entry effects. And I'm going to mute and have another couple of my chicken strips while we do, because I'm still hungry. Here we go. All right. And we are 9 kilometers up. When we're at 2 kilometers, we're going to deploy our parachutes. Hopefully we don't pull a Kaylee Kerman and smack into the ground with no parachutes. That would be unfortunate. That'd be bad, okay? All right, here we are, 2 kilometers. There go our chutes. And at 1 kilometer, they are fully deployed. Kit redeeming first, but not really. Welcome, Kit. Kaylee says, I imagine when you're muted, there's just this noisy, yeah, basically. There we go. Coming down on some very level grasslands. Let's speed this up, and while we drop to the ground, I'm gonna have another chicken strip. Do your thing, Fossabot says Kit. There's Fossabot doing its thing. Bring an umbrella and watch out for drop creepers. Pro Kitman is here. Give him a follow on Twitch. But first, the weather. All right, I'm gonna mute for just a moment. Hooray! And yes, Kit, looks like success so far today. We won't talk about how I had to make 2 attempts to go and retrieve these derp modules that have been in orbit for a very long time without electricity because I didn't bring the proper equipment to retrieve them. GG says Kit. Very nice. Is that Zelda's? That's Cub fans. Okay, there it is. Yes, Cub fans. GG. Yeah, more than can be said for Artemis 1. At least it wasn't an outright failure. Like, yeah, they didn't launch, but they also didn't RUD. So, scrubs, not ruds, right? And it wouldn't be SLS without more delays. And, you know, if you want to use the same engines the Space Shuttle had, you are going to have the same technical issues that the Space Shuttle had. So, but I was really looking forward to a launch. This is just such a pretty scene. Let's get a screenshot. You know how I am with screenshots. There we go. But yeah, it was at a convenient time for me to watch and everything, but didn't get to watch. All right, recover. But no hydrogen leaks here. We're not having hydrogen leaks today in this stream. All right. That's another completed contract and a completed viewer redeem as well. All right. Yeah, Kermit the Frog is ready for his next assignment. Yeah, leaking is bad, and hydrogen is a tiny little guy that likes to leak through stuff that shouldn't be leakable. All right. I'm going to do the other two off camera, probably. So, we are halfway through the stream, and we haven't done our EU launch. Let's go ahead and... Nope, not the launch pad. Let's go to the VAB, and let's plan our launch to Elu. Oh no, a meme of the launch tower with a leak photoshopped in. Oh no. Oh, I hope you retweeted that, because I want to see that. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, let's start with an existing thing. Let's see. Not the big fuel tank. The Dres Exploration and Research Probe is probably a good option. This one here. Or, no, this one I think is actually bigger. More parts, but this one looks like it might be bigger. Interesting. Actually, how about our Moho one? Our Moho one has lots of Delta V. Yeah, this looks more promising. Let's load it. Okay, so yeah, we have a lander and we have an orbiter, but let's give them more Delta V. Let's make this thing truly massive. Okay, yeah, speaking of, these are nice, big, familiar-looking solid boosters. I don't think they're the size for the SLS, but yeah, they're big guys. Let's pull this off right here. Don't we have one with two sets of these? What about the Comet one? Except that it can't land. Okay, let's pull this off. And let's double this. So what we want is another one here in the middle. And more on the sides. Let's auto strut to the grandparent part. There we go. And put this back on, just one of them. And that gives us rather a lot of Delta V. So we're going to need lots of power in our launch vehicle if we don't want this to fall back into the atmosphere, because we've had that issue before and we don't want it again. Also, yeah, because we want this thing to be our transfer stage. We want it to go fast, and we want this to be able to get us our capture orbit around Elu when we get there, so that we can use these stages for just the landing and our actual satellite orbit. We also might want more communication. We'll see. We'll probably be putting some bigger comsats in orbit by that time too. So maybe this will be fine. We do have 3 of these on here. Yeah, lots of fuel indeed. This stage alone has over 10 kilometers per second of Delta V, so I like that. All right, we're going to have to adjust this, hit the fairing, make it bigger. Absurdly big. Kerbal big. Like that. Fantastic. Alright, and we want more upper stage fuel for sure, and I think more lower stage fuel as well. So let's do that first. Fuel tanks. Where are the big guys? These ones here, I think, are the big ones. Yep. Oh, those are even bigger. Oh, I could be making this even bigger. Yeah, let's make a different launch vehicle for this. Don't think I've ever gone to Elu, says Kit. I have, but it's been a while. So yeah, let's actually completely redesign this. That's the Wolfhound, okay. Let's make one from scratch here. Let's see, first off, payload. Let's get the big one, the 3 3/4 meter bearing. Ooh, and can I just... Oh, that fits nicely around here. There's one size bigger for... Oh, but it's not letting me do that. Why not? Okay, we'll go slightly bigger. There's one size bigger for the fuel tanks, and I really want to open that before we make another huge launch vehicle. We do have a couple missions on their way to Elu already. Jewel a couple times, mostly Kerbin. Yeah. Most of Kerbal Space Program happens around Kerbin. Right, climb shell deploy on. Let's do 3 sides and ejection force. 800 is pretty good. Alright. And now, fuel tanks. Let's do these big guys. Let's do a couple of these. And then what engines do we have available for this? Handful to Duna. Yeah, there are a few places, mostly moons of Jewel, that I have not been to, and so we're actually getting close to being able to do our grand tour. Probably a couple more months or so of this before we start really putting in that infrastructure. A couple surface Duna surface returns. Yeah, those are tricky. I've gone to Eve, but I've never returned from Eve, so hopefully. And Pete Beckman says, my biggest KSP achievement is getting an orbit around Duna and then barely making it home. I have stranded a lot of Kerbals around Duna. Alright, the Mastodon is an option. It's a big guy, though. Not sure if we want something that big up there, but we do want some thrust on our upper stage. 360 kilonewtons, 375, 250... 1500, 650. Skipper is a good option. But yeah, I think we are going to go with the Mastodon. A big engine for this upper stage. Let's reset these stages, see if we can get this working right. Or, what if we just do one vector engine? I like that better. It's more efficient, I think. 315 ISP versus 305. Yeah, a little bit more efficient, and it has more than enough thrust. Pete Beckman says, for the Grand Tour, you should name any Kerbals and involve Patrick Clarkson, Hammond, and May. Oh, that's tempting. I think I might have to add some for that. Clarkson, Hammond, and May. Jeremy Kerman, Richard Kerman, and James Kerman. Kit says, I've had more litho break results on Duna missions than successful landings. There you go. Nice. Okay, coupling, and let's see if we get a good shroud around that, or if I need to put something ridiculous on there. Yep, I need to put something ridiculous on there. Dang it. Let's put an engine plate. I don't like putting these on if I'm only using one engine because they're heavy, but this will be necessary. There we go. Or maybe not. Yes, and then this goes here. Excuse me, but there should be a shroud there. There we go. Okay, so we need this to be longer, like that. That's better. See, that's why I want that. All right, now let's go back to our fuel tanks and let's grab more of these big guys. We're gonna need a lot of boosters for this. Should we go orange in honor of SLS? Let's do it. And let's, also in honor of SLS, let's put this Mammoth engine, which is 4 of the Vector engine, which is modeled after the same engine that had the hydrogen leak. We are not going to have hydrogen leaks, though. No, yeah, Hydrolox is our plume choice here, so yeah. Here we go. No leaks, though. Let's not have leaks. But let's even put more fuel on this. Let's put more fuel up here. Okay, I like that. And now, let's put a side decoupler on. And let's choose some nice big solid boosters. We got the Pollux here, that's a monster. Thoroughbred is even bigger though. That has 5,800 units of fuel, that has 8,000. That has 16,000. Is there a Depends fuel tank? Oh no. That should help with leaks. Oh no. Not okay, Pete Venkman, not okay. That's overkill. Let's use the Thoroughbred. I like this. Yeah. Alright, we're going to design a booster and then we're going to repeat it. Let's shift it downwards like that. Let's put something aerodynamic on the front. Is this the right size? It sure is. Let's also put some Separatrons on it. Though, let's do this, lift this thing up, and that gives us some nice access down here. This is where we want to put the Separatrons. Put 3 each. And let's see, that's going to be an issue for clearance, so let's put those in just a little bit. Like this. Alright, I like that. And that looks reasonable. That doesn't look like I'm using any cheaty clipping. That's just, it's engineered as part of the superstructure here. And that will give me, that will solve any clearance issues. And what this will do is provide a little bit of thrust torque and push it away from the main stage, the core booster. All right, back to this mode, and let's put probably 4 of these on, I'd guess. And what does this do for our thrust? And that's actually really good. And this will keep burning for about 31 seconds after these separate. That's what we want. It's more than we need, so this will possibly end up in the atmosphere. Yeah, I think this will be fine. It's less than 3 kilometers per second delta V. We need 2.3 kilometers delta V, or of velocity to be in orbit. But making up for drag, I think this will still fall back in the atmosphere. And I want it to fall back in the atmosphere and not be with us. Actually, no, this is wrong. Okay, yeah. And not be with us in orbit. So let's see. This is where these need to be. Let's move these to the right stage. These are the Separatrons. And that is better. I like that. Okay. Bring it back down. Put on our launch clamps. This is a heavy guy, so let's use extra launch clamps. like how that looks. Very cool. All right, let's check our staging. Very important. So we have launch clamps, solid boosters, core stage. Then the separatrons fire when we release the side boosters. And then this here, we stage that, and then we need this engine to be next. There we go. And next, I want the fairing. And that's the engine plate, isn't it? Let's not stage the engine plate. There we go. And then that stage. And then we want the nuclear engine right here. And we have these two. We want them to be in different stages. Okay, and let's put these engines on the very end. Alright, like this. Okay, that should be good staging. Let's see. Hey! Oh no, the sound alerts aren't working. Ah, again? What the heck? Let's see. Oh, yep, I got really focused in checking the staging, so let's see. Yeah, Kit saying, always check your staging, indeed. And Shipwreck is hosting, thank you, Ship. And Kit and Dan so focused, my sound alert would have made him poop. I believe it. Alright, but you redeemed Boozinate, and believe it or not, we're over 1.5 hours in, and no one's redeemed that, so you're first, Shipwreck, and I really appreciate it, because I would like to Boozinate. I've got my Tank 7, so nice big tank here, and let's pour it. It's warmed up just a little bit, so hopefully we don't get too busy. Yeah, it's busy. We got a hydrogen leak, but we have a CO2 leak here. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna have to finish tanking up in a little bit. Yeah, oof, an hour and a half. Yes. It's still cool, but it's not ice cold. Thank you, Shipwreck. And why is my yeah, the sound alert's not working. Wow, that's twice now. It's interesting. I wonder if they changed something on the back end there and now it's not working, because I haven't had issues before recently. But, well, I'll look into that after the stream. We've got a launch to do. And yeah, let's one more real quick check of the staging. Launch clamps, boosters, and core stage. The decouplers and separatrons, decoupler and upper stage, the fairing and that decoupler, and then the atomic motor, and then we have these two, and we're probably going to be doing those kind of manually. And yeah, let's put that actually on the top. All right, and save. Oh, I saved it as Moho Research Expedition 2. That's fine. We're actually going to make this ELU Research Probe. And honestly, I don't know how many of those I've got, so let's just launch it. Let's save. And I see you redeeming a sound alert, Shipwreck. But yeah, there's no sound. No. Let's see. If I open the sound alerts page in my browser real quick. Did it log me out? It never does that. I've always logged in. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna replay that alert for you. Here we go.
You know what always cheers me up? Laughing at other people's misfortunes.
That worked. Alright. Yeah, it had logged me out. Interesting. Yeah, I never had that issue. But let's launch. And we do need to advance time a little bit so that we're at our actual launch window, which is coming up in, like, I don't know, 5 days, I think. We'll check the alarms. But hey, glad I got that working. And while we're going out to the launch pad, let me finish tanking up. We've resumed slow flow into the tank of cryogenic booze a haul. It's not truly cryogenic. It's not nearly that cold, but at least we don't have boil off, right? There we go. Mafia is free to keep for 2 more days if you claim it. Is that one of the is that a Steam game, Shipwreck? Let's warp to our next alert. I'll look at it. We'll see. We were talking before. Kaylee wants me to play No Man's Sky. I am not opposed to that. I also, yes, I do want to play Stray. But I have multiple games that have been in my library for over a year that I have never played. So I'm hoping to get more use out of those first. Look at that. There's Jewel and Elu. There's Elu. That's where we're going right there. Elu. Let's launch at sunrise. Let's do this during the day. It's free to just claim it even if you don't install it. That is true. So that's a valid point, and so I'll look at it. If it looks like something I might play sometime, I'll probably claim it. So yeah, thanks for the alert there. I know multiple times you've been like, hey Dan, you should play this game, and I'm like, I want to, but I don't have time. Let's watch from over here. I didn't put any cameras on the outside of this, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's set our position right there. I don't know what to make for supper, says Shipwreck. Burgers. Borgar. Make Borgar and send me one. Kayla says, Dan is a man of principle. He doesn't even redeem his Minecraft cape. That's right. That's right. That's how they're keeping you in line, Kaylee. That's the man keeping you in line. Migrate to our less secure and less reliable system at Microsoft. You get a cape. Haha, you're so great. And yeah, buy both versions, including Bedrock, which you never play. Get a cape. All right. Thought his wife was principal, not Dan. She's an assistant principal. All right, let's turn off the auto flyby. There we go. And now we need to set our position again. Dang it. This mod isn't perfect, but it is great. There we go. There we go. Look at that thing on the pad. And let's see. Looks like the ground equipment team is detecting no leaks. So we're good. All right. I'll take my cape, says Gailey. Yeah, but I don't want that cape. And also, I don't like Optifine, so I don't want an Optifine cape. If Mojang lets us do legit capes, I'll get a cape. All right. Throttle up. Stability assist is on. Let's open up our flight recorder. Altitude, acceleration, and dynamic pressure. Okay, this is a monster right here. What's a legit cape? One that I get to design, that's what. One that is truly mine, truly unique. Not the same cape everyone's wearing, you know? All right, here we go. We are go for launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff of this monstrous launch vehicle carrying a probe to Elu. Our vehicle is pitching downrange. This thing really takes off. That is a lot of thrust. Shipwreck, you're going to be happy to hear that after this we're going to do something that goes very fast and might crash. We're not going to try to crash, but it might crash. We're going to do stunt driving. Vehicle is supersonic. Where did our flight recorder go? Oh well, it's okay. And there went the sound, but yeah, that happens. There it is, and we are past maximum dynamic pressure as well. Make it boom? We're going to try not to make it boom, but it might boom. Okay. Yep, look at this silent rocket. So silent. And we're coming up on solid booster burnout and separation. SRB cutoff. We have a clean separation. Very nice. And yeah, I'm letting that apoapsis just really climb. All right, let's actually pitch down to the horizon, since atmospheric drag is basically negligible at this point. Yep, and now it's nothing because we are in space. We have main engine cutoff, stage separation, and second engine start. And fairing separation is confirmed. Let's go ahead and close this. Chipwreck says, what about the bananapsis? We haven't ever actually made it to one of those, surprisingly. Okay, let's go ahead and get an apoapsis of 400 kilometers. That'll be pretty good. There we go. And we're going to get there in just under 8 minutes, so let's time warp. Oh, before we run out of electricity, let's deploy some solar panels. That's the thing we are most likely to forget to do. I am most likely to forget to do, anyway. Alright, those 3 solar panels are extended. Let's also extend these, because later we will forget these ones and separate these craft from each other, and one will be good, but the other will run out of power. Kit says, I usually do fairings at 50k. Yeah, I usually do fairings at when I am below 1 atmosphere of dynamic pressure. But this one was really pushing out of the atmosphere. This was overkill on the thrust, deliberately. So, you know, it was pretty late on that, but it didn't actually matter. But yeah, that's usually about right. So, let's time warp to here. Alright, and let's point prograde. We use the gimbling on our engine to help us point prograde. There we go. Shipwreck says, who's flying that thing? Well, presumably it is being monitored from the ground stations, from mission control, but flown by a computer. Really, I'm flying that thing. And not you, Shipwreck. We don't want this one to crash. I know how you would do it. And yeah, we have a ton of Delta V's, so we can make this thing go very fast, but it takes a while to get to that speed. Yeah, this is going to be a nice transfer stage, and this is going to be very helpful in continuing to speed up and then getting us our capture orbit. Damn air computer. Shipwreck says, I feel like we don't get to see enough crashes. You would say that. You're fired, Shipwreck. Alright, let's get to our apoapsis, so we push that away a little bit, and then circularize our orbit, and then choose our escape trajectory. Get with the Dan Bear Pig totems. Very cool. Next will be Shipwreck with those wearing sunglasses. Alright, here we go. So we're going out to Elu. So what we want to do is our next burn on the dark side, basically at midnight. So let's warp to here. Let's choose Elu as our target. Farthest planet out. We have a 6.15 degree inclination. Shipwreck says, I guess I'll boil my chicken carcass to make soup. You know, you'll get fresher soup if it's a living chicken when you boil it. That's just a fact. That's science. That's chemistry. Alright. And we need to use our engine gimbling to rotate, since we have very little control authority for attitude control. There we go. And full throttle for Shipwreck. We can actually speed the game up just a little bit. Or, you know, a lot of bit. Okay, we're pushing out past the moon. Pushing out past Minimus. And we have an escape trajectory. At this rate, we will escape in 15 days. What's our next alarm? 12 days, we will encounter Dres. Ooh, okay. So... wow, that is a mess. What's our type here? Relay? We don't want that to be called a relay. Let's... where is our probe core? Right there. Nope. If I can reach it. Here we go. Rename vessel, and let's classify this as a probe. There we go. And let's unclutter orbit. Turn off ships. Let's turn off landers. Let's turn off relays. There we go. Just probes. Nice. That's better. Still, we have a lot. We have a lot on our way out. And Shipwreck, redeeming Boozinate. This counts as soup, right? It's not chicken soup, but... thank you for taking care of me, Shipwreck. Much appreciated. Alright, but Elu is way out here. And we're going to come up on our ascending node here. Let's come back to this after it escapes Kerbin. So let's make a new alarm. Create alarm, and we want Sphere of Influence change for Elu Research Probe 2 in 15 days. And let's, let's not give ourselves any lead time. It doesn't matter. But yeah. Elu, 2 E's, Elu Probe Kerbin escape. There we go, and add the alarm. And now let's switch to our Dres probe. Shipwreck says, yeah, because we obviously can't trust Kit to take care of your boozination needs. Clearly we cannot. This has been proven. Alright, and this is basically the same. Well, it's not quite the same, but it's very similar. It's a previous iteration of this. Let's see. We want to warp to the next alarm. Alright, here it comes. And we are going to actually take a look at Dres, which I have actually been to. There's a joke that Dres doesn't exist because everyone forgets about it. Nobody goes to it, but I like Dres. And let's see, we are 1.5 hours from our periapsis around Dres. And let's see, this is a world first milestone. We've initiated the first flyby of Dres. Very nice. We get some spaceos, we get some science, we get some reputation points. Let's go ahead and delete that. And we have a very weak signal back to Kerbin, but it is a signal back to Kerbin. You've been there in real life? Sus. You know it. And let's see what science experiments we can do from out here. We have plenty of electric charge. That's good. Let's first do our magnetometer boom. Let's run the magnetometer experiment. And we have 495 science points. We're going to get some science here. This is going to be great. Oh yeah, look at this. If we could bring this home physically, we'd get 270 science. We can transmit for 163.3. You've measured the interaction between the solar wind and the magnetic field of this body as it deflects charged particles. That is a very generic message, but okay. Transmit science, and let's see. Hopefully we have the charge for it. I think we do. We've given it lots of battery power for this very purpose. And done. And we have 660 science points. We can purchase another technology. This is exciting stuff. All right, what else have we got? Let's aim the camera here. All right, thermometer, log temperature. In space high over Dres, measuring the temperature of space appears to be quite impossible as there is no matter around to be either hot or cold, except the spacecraft and the thermometer itself. This is probably going to give the R&D guys something to think about for a while. We've seen that one before, but that's fine. Transmit science. And the barometer, log pressure data. The instrument reads 0. It's as if it were in a vacuum. Shocking, because we're in space. And we can't do gravitometer because we can't do seismic data unless we're on the surface. Is there anything else we can do? I don't think so. I think that is it, but that is really good. Okay, we have 1 day until our ELU probe alarm, so we have 2.1 kilometers per second of delta V. I think that's all in this stage. I hope that's all in this stage. Because we are going pretty fast, but I think we can get a capture orbit. So let's go ahead and time warp a little bit. And we're coming up on the dark side of Dres, I think. See if we can spot it. There's Jewel over there. There's Dres. Yeah, we're coming up on the night side, but that is all right. Let's get down low. Yeah, we're 40 minutes from our periapsis, which is our lowest point in this arc. We have electric charge. We have a weak signal. We have a signal. Let's point retrograde. And I want to make sure that we don't lose our signal to Kerbin while we're burning. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be in Elu's shadow briefly. Or we might actually be okay. So let's time warp here. And hopefully we don't lose line of sight. Okay, it looks like we're going to keep line of sight. That's perfect. Alright. We're still in space high over Dres, but we're going to point retrograde and full throttle. Here we go. I'm going to pin our Dres escape timer because that should go up as we slow down. And then we should get an orbit. Fingers are crossed for an orbit. Our signal is still good. 20% signal strength. There we go. Look at that. If I eclipse the sun, we can really see the stars. That looks much nicer. Okay, we are really slowing down. I think we're at least going to have an orbit, if not a landing. Landing is a bonus. Just getting here is a win. So this has already been a successful mission. We're on to our bonus goals here. And there's a target, or a capture orbit. And let's leave our apoapsis up there, I think. And yeah, all of this is from here. Perfect. Let's double check these have charge. They do. Okay, so what we're going to do is deploy our relay. And then we're going to deploy our lander, and when we're clear of this structure here, we're going to extend the solar panels. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do it manually. Decouple. Excellent. And let's switch to this craft. And let's activate these engines and give it a gentle nudge. There we go. And before we forget this one and run out of electrical charge because we're using this up very slowly, let's decouple. And yeah, we're going to need to reorient ourselves. Okay, yeah, we're it's clipping us through. That's okay. Everything's fine. There's, you know, nothing implausible or wrong about this. It's all okay. We do have this mystery goo, but I want to do that on the surface if we can. All right, let's extend a solar panel. All right, now our batteries won't die. Fantastic. Extend. Extend. Beautiful. All right, and this thing has 1,800 meters per second of delta V. That gives me a lot of confidence for a landing. Okay, let's go here and let's save battery power by hibernating. Because hopefully, as a bonus goal, we want to be able to use this to crash into the surface and get science data. So, shipwreck. We might have a boom. A deliberate and good boom. All right, now let's do... Shipwreck says a lot of words. I have no clue what you're talking about. You can ask if you want. Yeah. It's all good. Okay, so here's our relay satellite. Let's open up the planet wiki. And let's see what synchronous orbit is on Dres. Let's see. Synchronous orbit is at 870 kilometers. Okay. So, I don't want to lose... Delta V is change of velocity. So, basically, with the fuel that I have and these engines, I have the ability to change this satellite's velocity by 800 meters per second. The lander, I have a lot more capability, which is important because we need to change it to 0 when we touch down for landing. But yeah, Delta V is change in velocity. And our orbital velocity right now is 245 meters per second. It's low because Dres has very low gravity. That's our apoapsis. Yeah, I don't know that we're going to get a an actual synchronous orbit out of this. So as long as we can see the lander, we'll be okay. As long as we still have line of sight. So let's switch to the lander. Okay, bounce signal through relay. Cannot transmit science. That's unfortunate. I think we have an extra... Yeah, we have an extra antenna. Let's extend it. Can transmit science. Okay, good. That gives us a strong enough signal to transmit science. All right. Yep. Strong connection to that probe. Excellent. Let's do this lander. Okay, so our orbit is taking us this way. As long as we land in the next hour or so, I think we'll be okay. And we want to land right about here. So yeah, actually, as long as we land over here, we will keep a signal to the satellite. So that is fantastic. Let's go back here. I know it's kind of dark. Let's point retrograde backwards. And let's ignite these engines. There we go. Activate the engines. Extend our landing gear. Which somehow we can hear even though we're in space. Alright, and what we want to do, we have extra fuel here so that we can hopefully do a good landing. So let's look at the map. We're pointed retrograde. Let's make sure we're not going to crash into anything. We are not. Okay, good. And let's slow down. Full throttle. Alright, and this should show us an impact point right about there. That's good, and that is coming up we're going to need to burn off 500 meters per second delta V. We have plenty of margin for that. So our opportunity for a landing is looking very good, and if so, this will be our first successful landing on a different planet. So let's time warp a bit. We have our solar panels out. We're not going to run out of battery power. Let's double check when we come out of time warp. Okay, we have a strong signal to our satellite, so this is showing us our overall signal. That's our signal back to Kerbin, so it's 20% through the satellite. And I don't think that's going to change. Oh, there's a shout out for pizza. Has pizza streamed lately? I would love it if pizza would stream so that I could watch. Okay, this is Apple Axis and Periwinkle. Now you're making up words, Kaylee. Those are nonsense words. Those don't make any sense at all. Okay. Let's reorient. And yeah, this is why nobody goes to Dres, is because it's pretty much considered to be a boring, lifeless gray rock, but I like it. Banana Apsis. You guys are all fired. Okay, this still counts as in-space high. Alright, we're coming up on need for a suicide burn. Let's go ahead and bleed off some speed. Let's go to surface mode here. And actually, this looks like a pretty good hill. So let's go over here. That looks better. And let's bleed off our speed. Point right at the horizon. Yeah, these are little bitty engines, but they're effective at what they do. And with this very low gravity, we should be okay, even if we land on a slope. And Shipwreck, in true to form, is redeeming Boozinate while I am doing a maneuver. Thank you, Shipwreck. Delicious. And Pete Bankman says, I bet there's an Easter egg hidden somewhere on Elu, like a monolith or something. Probably. I don't know where, but probably. There usually is. Alright, we are headed straight down relative to the surface. Still have a good signal. Excellent. And we're in space low, so let's keep an eye on the electric charge, but let's do some experiments. Pressure data. The instrument reads 0. It's as if it was in a vacuum. There we go. That's more science. Let's do temperature. Collected and recorded temperature data from the environment. Wow, that's a boring message. But we got more science. Alright, suicide burn countdown is under 30 seconds. And this tends to estimate conservatively too, so... And we only have 270 meters per second to bleed off, and we're going to have an extra kilometer per second bonus, so maybe we can even hop this around the surface and get more science elsewhere. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and ignite the engines full throttle, and let's slow down. Come down gently. Yeah, we have 795.1 science points. That's exciting. Yeah, our suicide burn down countdown is counting up, so yeah, we are overcompensating a bit, which is okay. Alright, we're going 45 meters per second. Alright, let's slow down again. Alright, that's pretty nice and slow. Katie says, and the science gets done, and you make a neat... And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. And your VOD gets muted. Alright, let's come down nice and gently. Nice little screenshot there. That's a 14-degree slope. Not the best, but we're okay. Beautiful. Look at that. We have landed. We have landed on Elu. Not my problem. No, we're probably fine. And look at that. We've done it. This is a first. Something not in the Kerbin system that we have done a successful soft landing. Dang it, says Shipwreck. No explosion. Well, maybe we can do something about that for you, Shipwreck. All right, let's do the mystery goo experiment. Let's observe the mystery goo. We can only do this once. You observe the goo. Come on, nothing clever. Boo. But we get 24 science from that. Yep, transmit the data. I know, that's the only time I can do it. Alright, temperature data from the surface of Elu. Here we go. You wonder if Tanya would like it here. It's much better than Tylo. Who's Tanya? I don't know. Transmit. Log pressure data. Collected and recording atmospheric pressure from data from the surroundings. Wow, wow. That's so exciting what we just did there. And since we're on the surface, we can do this. Log seismic data.
Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Barely an inconvenience indeed. Thank you, Pete Venkman. Seismic sensors show that this dwarf planet has little geologic activity. You wonder if detonating a fuel tank would somehow remedy the situation. You hear that, Shipwreck? Maybe we can do something fun here. Let's transmit that.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yay! Thank you, Kaylee. Okay, and that was the last of our battery power. It's going to slowly charge up. We're still fine, but look at that. We have almost 1,000 science. Okay, so... yeah, this I think is going to passively monitor. Finally something fun, says Shipwreck. Okay, so... Elu probe Kerbin escape is in 5 minutes. Let's go out here. We have our satellite. No reason to really change that inclination right now. But let's switch to that so that we can get closer to our fuel tank. And actually, this is the fuel tank. Very cool. Okay, so this, we have a little bit of electric charge left. There's our lander right there. And let's see. And it's unfortunately classified as a relay. I need to fix that. There we go. So, what if... add a maneuver here. Control locked. Limited pro... oh, it's because we are... I can't even add a maneuver. Boo. It's because we don't have... we're in hibernation mode to save battery power, but that's fine. Let's make an alarm at the apoapsis. We'll come back to this. Apoapsis is the highest point here. Dres Seismic Smasher Apoapsis. Let's give us 1 hour of notice. And so what we're going to attempt to do, we'll bring this up here because we'll already be slow and it'll be the most efficient burn. And we will make this have a crash course for the surface of Dres, and we'll see if we can record the impact with the seismometer. Meanwhile, let's do something fun for you, Shipwreck. I don't think King Kong is here, unfortunately. That was expected. I'm double checking. Yeah, he's not here. It's like 5 a.m. for him, 6 a.m. So in Malaysia. So understandable. And so we had talked about it, and as much as he wants to be here for this, it's better that we just go ahead and do it, and I'll send him the clip, or the highlight. So we're going to do some stunt driving. And to do this stunt driving, my testing, I've had to launch from here because the vehicle that I have designed cannot be launched from the runway unless we upgrade it. And I didn't want to do that off camera, so let's go ahead and upgrade the runway. It only costs 282,000 pesos, so let's do that. Yeah, we have it at level 2, but we'll have it fully upgraded so we can launch anything from there. That's not what I meant. Upgrade. There we go. There we go. Now we have a nice fancy runway. Let's also upgrade the space plane hangar for nearly 1 million pesos, but we still have 5 million left, so let's do it. Now these are fully upgraded, which is exciting. So here we go. This is gonna be special, guys. Months ago, our friend King Kong, a friend from the Still Alive SMP, he redeemed a Kerbal, named him Captain Kungbal Spacey Kerman, and we decided that Captain Kungbal Spacey is a 429. Where was that? I missed that there was a 420. But yes, he oh yes, what time it is. So we decided that Captain Kungbal Spacey is a stunt driver, so we're going to risk his life. So let me show you the vehicle first, and then I will let you. We have enough people that I'm sure we can get a 1v1 in a prediction, right? Here we go. The dragster. This is version 5.5. I've been working a lot on this, but it's a while ago. And look at this thing right here. This dragster. Oh, my Spaceos. Oh, yes, they are. Also, it's a little after 4:20 p.m. our time. But these wheels are not actually designed for speed. They're designed to hold up massive weight. So they're actually free. They don't provide any thrust. They work for brakes, that's it. This solid booster, this provides the thrust. And these are simulated exhaust and also help hold the thing onto the ground, which is particularly important if we were to test this otherwhere than Kerbin. And no worries, Shipwreck, I'll do it. It's fine. Because these aerodynamic surfaces, they work okay on Kerbin, but if we were to, say, do stunt driving on the moon where there's no atmosphere, nothing holds us to the ground. It's a problem. So yeah, this is our dragster. So let's see. I'm going to start a prediction with a time of 1 minute. Let's do it right here. And it is, will Hung make history and live? Yes, he's a hero. No, he's doomed. All right, you have 1 minute to predict. Will this work? So this provides the thrust, and then for braking, we actually have parachutes. So yes, there are parachutes, just like for some of these real dragsters. Okay, it says, you mean you can't have aerodynamics with no air? Kaylee, believe it or not, this is kind of an engineering thing, so bear with me, sorry. But yes, without air, no aerodynamics. It's just the way of it. It's the way it is. Oh, I think someone is all in. Yeah, we got a 1v1 so far. No, we got a 2v1. And people have faith in Captain Kungbal Spacey. Now, I haven't told you my success rate for testing this, and I'm not going to. Not yet. So, yeah. But yeah, this is a rocket-powered car. Let's put Kungbal in the driver's seat. Ella Long, sorry, I know you're eager, but no. Captain Kungbal Spacey Kerman, you are up. And let's launch. Okay. I'm gonna win, says Shipwreck. Let me guess, you are predicting booms, aren't you, Shipwreck? I can't say whether we will have booms or not. We won't know until it happens. And even, let's just say, this is not the case, but let's just say I had a 100% success rate testing this. It doesn't mean everything is going to go right this time. And we're not going to do it on the runway. There's not enough room. So let's go out this way. And yeah, this thing drives nicely. Kaylee says, I have a 0% success rate with your predictions. That sounds like a you problem. I haven't lost a single space-o on my predictions. Not one. All right, and we are actually going to use quick saves here so that we can do this a few times just for the fun of it. This first one, there's Captain Kungbal Spacey right there in the driver's seat, looking pretty great. Let's see, can we do interior overlay? Yeah, look at him. Look at that. Let's put on the parking brake. I'm having a root beer float, says Kaylee. Nice. All right, let's get a screenshot here. This is so ridiculous. I'm so excited about this. All right, I think the prediction is done. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, we're gonna do this a few times. I'm going to do a quick save right here. But whatever the outcome of this first test is going to stand. So if he dies, even though we're going to revert the save, we're going to make sure that the final one has the same result. So Captain Kungbal Spacey's life is on the line right now. Better than your chicken strips. I don't know about that. And who says you can't have both? Yum, yum. All right, so let's do it from right here. Okay, throttle doesn't matter because it's just a solid booster. Yeah, we're not going to do any stability assist. This is just, it's just going to go. This is pretty flat, but it's not perfectly flat. So yes, there is a risk. Vanilla root beer chicken strips. No, that doesn't sound good at all. Let's point that way, actually. So let's turn off the brake. And let's give ourselves a little bit more space than that. We want to make sure we can get to top speed and have room to slow down. Come to shippy points. Yeah, I see that there, Shipwreck. I see that. And I think there was intended to be a comma there. Come to shippy points. I only have 69 points left. Nice. Okay. Cool. We're headed for the hills. This should be enough space. All right, here we go. We're going to go for this angle right here. Look at that. That's so derpy. All right. All right. Oh, and I have something. Here we go. Let me come over here. We got music. Thank you, Kevin McLeod. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. 50 meters per second. 100 meters per second. 130. 150. 170. Can we get 180? 180 meters per second. Oh, oh, oh. No! He lived. He made history. He made 180 meters per second. We didn't quite have the room. Elric, welcome with the Booznate and the Hydrate, and the crowd goes wild. So, everybody wins, Shipwreck. Time to go plat. We got 180 meters per second, which is about 400 miles per hour, believe it or not. And Keith says, do I win? Yes, you do. Kungbal Spacey is alive. He made Kerbal history. All right, let's drink to that for Elric. I'm doing the Boozinate and then the Hydrate. The order they were done in. Everyone wins except Shipwreck, as is right and good. Thank you, Elric. Because he didn't shipwreck. Beautiful. Okay, Captain Kungbal Spacey lives. I'll just choose the wrong result, then I win. Okay, and there's the music done. All right, let's load the save. And yeah, let's see. F3, maximum G-force endured. That was when he scraped against the mountain there. Highest speed over land, 182 meters per second. Let me do my my unit conversion. On my phone calculator here, let's see. 182. That is 407 miles per hour. Oh, I see. But you can't choose the result, Shipwreck, because you predicted. So I'm going to do that. Choose the outcome. Yes. Yes, because the prediction was, will Kung make history and live? He made history and he lived. So yes, he's a hero. Complete prediction. Sorry, Shipwreck, you are out of money, and I probably will never get to drink booze again because Supreme Game. Oh, too late. I lost, says Pete. What history did he make, huh? Highest speed over land. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Wait. There we go. Right window focus. There we go. Yeah, that's the record right there. Okay. Let's load the quick save, and let's just watch that from a couple more camera angles, because this is cool. Oh, we have... Is this another one? No, that's the same one. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. OBS is just being weird. It's fine. Let's see. Yeah, we need a little bit more room, so let's turn off the parking brake. Let's go over here and get a little bit more space. And this time, let's watch this from the driver's seat. Let's see how this looks to Captain Kungbal Spacey himself. Yeah, this is how fast it can go under its own non-rocket power. This is how fast the wheels go. 12 meters per second. Not that impressive. These are not fast wheels. They're big wheels. For big, heavy rovers. We're going to use these as for a legit big, heavy rover at some point, but for now, no. In fact, these are much faster wheels, but they're small. Okay, will this give us the space we need? Just about. Let's go actually to the end of the runway. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna light that. Oh, Papa Totem. I heard a Papa Totem. It made me jump slightly. My stomach lurched just about a millimeter. Thank you, Shipwreck. He doesn't have any points left, but he has bits. My devious plan comes to light. Oh, we're almost at 13 meters per second, but we're losing speed now, actually. 12.8, 12.9 meters per second. All right, I think this will do. This gives us some pretty good leeway. So let's turn around, make a new quick save. It sure turns fast. All right, quick save with F5. It says, I popped to something recently when I almost died on my Minecraft server. Yeah, you had a Dan-style adventure in the Nether. All right, here we go. Let's go into the cockpit. This is what Captain Kungbal Spacey sees from the cockpit. So, if we F2, yeah, we can still see the speedometer from there. So let's turn off the parking brake. I have to do that from here. There we go. All right, and F2. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're off. It's a little bumpy. That makes me nervous. All right, can we break the 182 meter per second record? Will we do it? None of this is official because only the first one is official. 183, 184, 185, 186. We got 186. All right, here we go with the parachutes. Slow down. Whoa. Oh, there we go. Yes. All right. 186 meters per second. All right, what is that in miles per hour? 416. Shipwreck says, I'll decide if it's official or not. Thank you. And death. No death. All right, let's do it one more time. This time we're going to use the camera tools and get a cool shot. All right. Let's see. Yeah, let's do camera tools. Let's do the auto flyby and target self. And what's this gonna look like? Auto zoom margin. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right. The G's from those parachutes. Yes, seriously. It's he's strapped in. Don't you worry. He is strapped in. All right, I'm gonna start the engines, and when we get to about 100 meters per second, I'm gonna do the camera. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Oh, the brakes are on. Let's load the quick save. Is he pulling more than 9 Gs? Yeah. Does he have an ejector seat? Oh my gosh, I need an ejector seat. That's not it. Maybe it is. That's up to Shipwreck to decide if that's a derp. I don't know. All right, target self, auto flyby. All right, here we go. Brakes are off. Derp bad times 2. Keep the brakes on and do a smoke show. Oh, I wish. I wish it would do that. All right, here we go. All right, and let's F2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. That's better. Yes. Shipwreck says, because Kaylee said derp, I'm going to choose to not derp. Very rude. That was much derbage. You have to keep the record books accurate. All right, let's get the GUI back, put on the parking brake, and what were those Gs? 6.9 Gs. Okay, so not more than 9 Gs. So yeah, he's gonna be fine, Kaylee. He'll be fine. That's from the that's not from the engine, that's from the parachutes. I think Shipwreck is jealous of me. Yes. It makes up for Setson's false stirrups. I mean, about 1% it does. Nice, says Kit, yes. Woo! All right, Captain Kungbal Spacey is a hero. Okay, and just for this, the total silliness, and for you, Shipwreck, let's do one more, but let's eject. Let's see if we can eject. Wait, says Kaylee. Uh-oh, wait, what? If Setson derps him, it's because there was a derp. I mean, Setson's not here, so we can talk about him. No, he derped me for dying, not for derping. He abuses his mod powers. Oh, boy. I was dying, not a derp, because it wasn't from a derp. It was fully expected. If I do something stupid and I die, that's a derp. But no, I was being awesome and fighting the warden barehanded. Okay, so if we do this, an EVA, where is he? He's inside. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right, go back in. Go back in. This is... Everything you do is stupid, Rums. Very rude. Okay, well, he's... this is... this is going to be sillier than I thought, and chances of death are high. But this is not official. Captain Kungbal Spacey survived. These are simulations. All right. Let's do this, though. Let's use the camera tools. Target self. Yeah, auto flyby. We're good. We're good. And let's turn off the brake. We're going to leave the GUI up so that I can click this button right here. Not the EVA eject I expected, says Kit. Derpad Kaylee. Yes. All right, here we go. Here we go. And at 100 meters per second. He's dead! he got smashed into a paste. Oh no! Poof! Green mist, says Alec. Yep. Oh, he ejected Kaylee. That's what we did. Let's load the last quick save because that was not the official run. The first one, Live or Die, was the official one, and he lived. So, Kit's crying. What is this? Cup train? Yeah. Stand crying or laughing. Yes, Shipwreck. Yes, I am. Because okay, here's a quick breakdown of what happened. We go inside here. Apparently, this is the hatch where he EVAs from. So watch this. So while this thing was going 100 meters per second, a little bit more than that, he came out here and he got smashed. Just utterly smashed. This is Spacey getting overconfident and showing off. I mean, maybe. I blame Shipwreck for that one. But yeah, nope, this is good. We're going to recover the vessel. Well, I'd have definitely guessed right for that one, says Pete. Yep, I fully expected that he would die, but it was way funnier to watch than it should have been. Oh, beautiful. Okay, well, that was fun, and I'm definitely going to send that highlight to King Kong himself, because that was brilliant. How did he live on? The one where his cart crashed. He was strapped in, Kaylee, and those parts survived. The vehicle kept him safe. He didn't have a head-on collision. He scraped off all the pieces of his car. I mean, if Richard Hammond can survive rolling an electric car down a hill at like 200 miles an hour and get helicoptered out of a burning electric car and live and keep driving cars, Captain Kungbal Spacey can survive that crash. So there it is, our own equivalent to Richard Hammond. He definitely pulled a Richard Hammond. Okay, let's look at our alarms. First, we need to go and we need to take a look at our ELU probe that we launched, which is now escaping Kerbin. Oh, that was too much fun. Thank you, Kung. Oh, resource probes, scanner probe. Oh, okay, that's the upper stage for the Moho resource scanner. That's fine. There's exploration research probe. Where is the one that we launched? Okay, here it is. ELU research probe 2. Escaping Kerbin in 5 hours. Let's go ahead and fly it. And we're going to do two things real quick before we are done. We're going to plan this maneuver here, and then we're going to go and we're going to crash the transfer stage for the Dres probe into Dres to get some seismic research. Oh, and then we're going to buy a piece of technology. But yes. All right, let's do this. Let's warp a few hours. We can actually delete the alarm. We don't need it. Yeah, almost 7 days to the seismic smasher apoapsis. Okay, yeah, let's time warp a little bit more. Let's get out of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Spacey went twice Hammond speed. Yeah, and I don't know the actual speed that he was going. I would need to look it up. That was a horrifying crash. Richard Hammond is very lucky to be alive right now. I gotta say. That was very early on the Grand Tour days too. But wow. All right, so we are now orbiting the sun. So we're coming up on the ascending node. It's probably a good place to put our maneuver. So since it's the ascending node, that's where we're going up over the plane of the ecliptic. And so we need to adjust that by burning anti-normal, which is this way. So let's go ahead and we'll pin that one. And let's see. We'll burn like this. We can correct our inclination relative to ELU. And let's see. Let's clean this up even more. If I turn off probes, we'll only have the one we have active. Closest approach is here. Oh wow, are we gonna really be coming this all the way back around to get to ELU? There's ELU right there. Okay. And then at our periapsis. No, we don't want to burn there. We want to burn now. So let's actually move this close. Really close. 40 minutes. He's had a couple of really bad crashes. Yes, he has. Oh, Shipwreck got enough money for a Boozinate. Here we go. Booze cam is on. This one's for Richard Hammond. It's a good thing he's so short. Thank you, Shipwreck. Spending all of your money. We're making you poor today. Okay, so let's take a look. Target position at closest approach. Where is our actual closest approach? It's like right here because we're only getting farther away from here. So yeah, we need to do a serious prograde burn. Let's just add a bunch to it right here. Okay, there we go. These are going to come together. Alright, that's a lot better. And if we also do some of this, we can move our descending node to where we're going to reach this planet. That's looking pretty good. We definitely have the Delta V to do this, so... Need to go out a little bit more. Okay, that's dropping it. This. Yikes. Let's move it out a little bit. Shipwreck says, wait, Shipwreck says, no, I have enough for another. The cooldown you have plus the low price of 82 allows to stockpile enough points for 2 redeems between cooldowns. Booze Nate is basically free. Yes! Kaylee says, we should have Dan reduce the cooldown so we get him tipsy. And no, only on special occasions. Like my birthday. Alright, let's put this out here. Let's actually put it right at the ascending node. That's fine. That's actually making it worse. Do this. Wow, this is pretty awful. Whoa, there we go. Did you see that? That's really good. $2 million meters, 1 million meters. As long as we can get it to go down. Here we go. We're going to fine-tune this, and then we're going to go crash something. That's, alright, I'm going to fine-tune this on my own. So let's... We definitely have the Delta V for this, so let's go ahead and I'm going to add the alarm for it. But this part is not the most exciting to end on, so let's go ahead and maneuver. Let's see, E, Lu, probe, to transfer, burn, and notes. Adjust. And let's do this with a 1-day warning. And that is coming up in 18 days. Okay, so we have some time. At the alarm, let's go to the Dres Seismic Smasher. Let's switch to that. Okay, this says it's a special occasion. I'm having a 4-day holiday weekend. Oh, Kaylee. Kaylee. I'll drink for your 4-day weekend. There, now everybody's happy. You're welcome. Alright, and we still have 8 units of electric charge because this thing is using only the barest trickle of power. Okay, so let's take it up to the apoapsis here. Well, I'm not happy, says Kaylee. Shipwreck derped me. It says, I also had a 4-day weekend. Shipwreck derped me for giving Kaylee a free boozinate, not following the boozination schedule. Hey, Kit, I'll drink for your 4-day weekend as well. Oh, you're not happy. Ah. I got it, and Shipwreck's gonna derp me again, because he's a butt. Alright, so now, what we need to do... delete and close, that's fine. Oh, out gets the Shipwreck. I think he has a grudge against you, Kaylee. So what we need to do is take this, let's monitor our electric charge is gone! No! Shipwreck, I have terrible news for you. Even at a trickle of power, we're not going to be able to do this. I'm so sorry. We can't do the seismic data. So to end on a high note, I think the ball note just having fun with a grudge. To end on a high note, let's spend some science points and let's unlock some technology. Yeah, I really wanted to get more science by smashing that thing, but nope, our batteries ran dry. So, note to self for the next major interplanetary mission we launch: add some small solar panels to the transfer stage so that you can still crash it into the surface. Do I have to join the first Discord to make Shipwreck happy? I think that would make a lot of people happy, Kaylee. I think it would. All right, research and development. We have 974. We would have over 1,000 if I had been able to do that. So, sadness. But here's what I want. I think it's right here. Yes. Massive engines require some massive fuel storage solutions. Here we go. 5-meter tanks, I believe. Let's see. I think so, yeah. These are the giant tanks. This is what I want. With this, I can actually start designing our next huge launcher, the Callisto 2 launcher. That's going to show up. So let's go ahead and unlock that. Right there. Beautiful. I also have enough to unlock something at this level, so let's do that. Advanced Metalworks gives us the inflatable airlock, shielded docking port, which is pretty cool. Also, Heavy Landing gives us the inflatable heat shield, which I kind of want that. And some big airplane landing gear. We haven't really done airplanes yet. Unmanned tech, though. These are some modded parts, these cameras. But it also gives us a better probe core. Yeah, that just gives us a better probe core, but we're doing okay on that. Specialized control. Yeah, we skipped that because we don't really care about what's in it. So yeah, let's go ahead and do Heavy Landing because that has the heat shield. So this is an inflatable heat shield that we can use for aero braking on places like Duna or Lathe, which is one of Jules' moons. So this will come in very handy. Let's research that. Okay. Yeah, but I think that's going to do it. Since we've been talking Top Gear and, or rather Grand Tour again, on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Sorry, Shipwreck. At least we got some booms, but we didn't get to crash something into Dres for science. But let's see, next week we will be taking a look at our Moho scanner. We'll be doing the transfer burn for the Elu probe. I'll be carefully planning that maneuver after stream today. And yeah, we'll have some other launches as well. So it'll be fun. I'll probably send up a refuel mission to the space station between streams as well, since we've done tons of those. We've seen several. And Shipwreck says, no end till boom. Save the game and make everything go boom. At some point in the future, Shipwreck, I'll do that. But not right now. Good stream, says Kit. Have a good afternoon. You too, Kit. Thank you for being here. Let's see who is online that we can raid. No Kerbal players, but Vation Krypton is online playing Minecraft. We haven't gotten to raid Vation Krypton before, or have we? Maybe once. But yeah, let's go ahead and raid him. He's a friend of the channel that I have rarely gotten to actually go see. So I'm going to start the raid. And let's do the raid call. Here it is. If you're subscribed, copy the whole thing. Otherwise, just copy the part between the Dan Bear 4 totem emotes. Copy that. There we go. And yeah, I'll be back on Monday for more Minecraft on the first SMP. And Wednesday, I haven't decided what we're going to do for whatever Wednesday, but I have some options. I'm going to decide before then. And next Saturday, we'll do more Kerbal Space